So here I am checking out another suspicious blown fuse possibly. I'm low on air pressure again, and I just came into the shop here and sure enough I'm at 65 psi almost. Make sure somebody didn't know. Okay, that ain't it. Oh yeah. Okay, so here's the problem. The fuse here on the left leg is always the one that goes. So I suspect that I possibly have a loose connection. I talked to one of my maintenance guys at work, and they also said you can actually have a bad circuit breaker that'll cause that too. And the circuit breaker over in the circuit breaker panel box is actually new when I did this project because I had to pull heavier gauge wire. This is a 10 gauge wire, and so from a 20 amp breaker to a 30, which is sized perfectly for this application. It's a 25 amp load or a 24 amp load, number 10 gauge wire. So for whatever reason, this particular fuse is always blowing. So I'm going to replace it again. Last time this happened, I actually checked my voltage, and the voltage was right where it was supposed to be. Each leg was about 122 to 123 volts, and it was consistent to the contactor on the motor as well. So I suspect, like I said, either there's a loose connection on that leg, or it's a bad circuit breaker, so it's always the same leg. So evidently the compressor tried to start when I was not in the shop here, and never got off because I see that the tank is down to 60 psi. So we're going to replace this fuse and give it another shot. Okay, so I just screwed in a new fuse here. That part's good. Let's see what happens here. Last time this happened, I did check the running amps, and the running amps were about 24 and a half, 25, so it's not like it's pulling past its full load amps and taking out the fuse. It never blows the fuse when it's running. It always does when it starts. And this is probably number 4 now in the last month that I put in. So this weekend I guess I got to take some time and actually go through all the connections on that particular leg and make sure I don't have a loose connection. I've been told a loose connection can kind of do the same thing, as it'll actually arc in that connection and then causing the fuse to actually blow. So I've also been told a circuit breaker can do that as well. So we'll see. I've never had this issue before up until just within the last month or so. So not sure what's exactly changed. Like I said, the motor's pulling well within its range. The inrush current amperage is about 112 amps, which is not out of the norm by no means. So I'm not exactly 100% sure what could actually be going on, but like I said, this weekend I'll actually go through and check all the connections on that particular leg, and then I'll check the connections on the other leg as well. So could be something funky going on with the motor. The motor's got some age. That motor's about 30 years old. Came off a dairy farm driving a vacuum pump for a small pipeline for milking dairy cows. And I know that motor's had somewhat of a hard life. It pulled a constant load its whole time, so we'll see. So. Cutting off here very shortly. There we go. Not quite 170, but 165 pounds roughly. So yeah, I mean it runs fine, but like I said, every now and then on startup, and I first would have thought that originally the fuses I had put in, they were not new. Well, they were new, but they were laying around for a while. I don't know, I put several new fuses in. I think this is like number 4. Actually, this one I put in now is actually a used one from that just got salvaged from something else. But yeah, just like I said, it's kind of constantly now. I think this, like I said, number 4 within the last month. So like I said, I've checked the inrush current on startup, and it's about 112 amps on each leg roughly. So like I said, I'll go and check all the connections here hopefully this weekend or before, especially on that leg. Maybe I do have a loose lug on the circuit breaker or on the disconnect in here, or maybe on the contactor itself. Who knows? But like I said, just started doing it within the last, I'd say, month or month and a half. So, all right, thanks for watching.